Ow. Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. I was higher than I thought. Okay. Whew. Wow. That hurt coming down from the high of that last video. 73 whole views. Oh, no. 72 now. Oh, a little bit lower. But you know what? Still. Whatever. I don't care. And I mean, it may not seem like much to a lot of people, but hey, it's a lot to me, and that's what matters. So thank you everyone who watched it. By the last video, I mean the predictions for Game of the Year, which I did correctly. Sorry, spoiler. But I was right. 100% accuracy so far, and that's what's important. That I was accurate. That I was accurate. Also, that I enjoyed making it and all that, and I feel like the reaction to it was very positive, and I appreciate that a lot. But this video is actually meant to be more of a like wrap up for the year as a whole, not just that video. And I'll try and keep it short and sweet because I don't have that much time to edit this before the holiday season. So let's start with what I've already talked about, the 2023 Game Awards. Yeah, let's start with the big one. Baldur's Gate 3 brought it home. I'm actually so excited that it won. I thought it should win, but I wasn't 100% sure that it would, if that makes sense. Like, I thought maybe Alan Wake 2 would sneak it out. Alan Wake 2 did win its fair share of awards. But first, let's start with what Baldur's Gate 3 won. Baldur's Gate 3, of course, won Game of the Year. And Neil Newbin, the voice actor for Asterion, one of the characters in Baldur's Gate 3, won Best Performance. And Baldur's Gate 3, the game, also won for Best Community Support, Best RPG, Best Multiplayer, and it won the Player's Voice Award. So that makes sense, frankly. But what really impressed me actually was Alan Wake 2 did great for itself. It won Best Game Direction, Best Narrative, and Best Art Direction. And those are all pretty prestigious awards, frankly. Not to mention it was nominated for the biggest award of the night and a ton of other awards. So it also really had a good showing. But it's important to note that those weren't the only awards of the night. For instance, Best Adaptation went to The Last of Us TV show on HBO Max. Or I guess just Max now. Whatever. The best music and score went to Final Fantasy XVI. The best audio design went to Hi-Fi Rush. The best for innovation in accessibility is Forza Motorsport. Games for Impact went to Chia, which is that like Islander kind of game that's kind of like Breath of the Wild and looks really cool and cute. I don't know if it's for me because I didn't really like the Breath of the Wild series, but it looks cool. And the best ongoing game went to Cyberpunk 2077. Best independent game to Sea of Stars, which I have heard of. Viewfinder didn't get it, like I was hoping, but I have heard of Sea of Stars, and I want to check that one out. Best debut indie game also didn't go to Viewfinder. It went to Cocoon, which I haven't heard of, so I'll have to look into that as well. Best mobile game went to Honkai Star Rail, to no one's surprise. That fan base is insane. Best VR/AR game went to Resident Evil Village, which good for Resident Evil. Resident Evil got something tonight because the Resident Evil 4 remake won absolutely nothing. The best action game went to Armored Core 6. The best action-adventure game went to The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. The best fighting game went to Street Fighter 6. The best family game went to Super Mario Bros. Wonder. The best sim and strategy game went to Pikmin 4. The best sports racing game went to Forza Motorsport as well. The most anticipated game went to Final Fantasy 7. The content creator of the year went to fellow VTuber and good friend, Iron Mouse. No, I'm just kidding. Iron Mouse doesn't know I exist. Iron Mouse has no idea that I exist. If she did, I would have a heart attack, probably. So maybe it's a good thing she doesn't know that I exist. But honestly, super cool that she won. She definitely deserves it. She's been doing this for a long time, especially pushing forward the VTuber community side of stuff, which I'm now a part of. So that's pretty cool. And then a bunch of esports awards. This is casual. I'll just go through it quickly. Esports game goes to Valorant. Esports athlete goes to Faker. Big shocker there. Not. Best esports team goes to JD Gaming for League of Legends. Best esports coach goes to Potter from Valorant. Best esports event is League of Legends World Championship 2023. I said those words in the wrong order, but it's fine. Yeah, so those are the winners. But there's a lot more to the Game of the Year than just winning the awards. They also announced a ton of new games, and I can't go through all of them right now. Go find a list. I'll try and link one in the description. No, I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. You can find a list pretty easily. But the standouts for me, which is saying a lot, there was a lot of standouts. It goes to the VR game Assassin's Creed Nexus, which seems incredible. Like, okay, incredible might be overselling it. I just like the Assassin's Creed franchise. I haven't played any on stream, but like I do like the franchise. And it lets you play as Connor, Ezio, and the Greek girl that I don't remember because I didn't play that game. I haven't played a lot of the modern stuff, but I'm not going to look into it and research it because this is casual. I'm trying to get this out quick. Okay, sorry. I'm so sorry, but like work with me. Then other games were that Avatar game, the Blue People, not the Last Airbender. Looks really cool. I think it's out now, actually. Don't quote me on that. I'll put it up on the screen right now if it's out now, and if it's not out now, I'll put up the release date. The Suicide Squad game that I'm super excited for. More stuff came out on that. Outlast Trials full release is coming through. Hellblade 2 stood out to me. I don't know what that franchise is at all, but it looked cool. Pony Island 2, from the makers of Inscription, which was the second game I've ever streamed, ever. It's one of the earliest videos on my VODs channel. It's the first thing I streamed alone. It's probably a rough watch, but I had fun with it, so maybe it still holds up. Probably not, but we'll see, or I guess you might see. Casting of Frank Stone, which is like, it's not a game. It said it's a horror experience, and it's set in the Dead by Daylight universe, so that's interesting. A Jurassic Park game came out of nowhere that I was weirdly excited about, so much that I tweeted about it. It's one of the things I tweeted about during it. I don't know why I was so excited for it. I am still excited for it. I just wasn't expecting to care that much about a Jurassic Park game. There's a Marvel Blade game, which seems like it could be interesting. The people who made No Man's Sky are making a game called Light No Fire, which seems really cool. It's like massive open world the size of a planet with little things everywhere. And the thing is, I know that No Man's Sky had a rough launch, to be sure, but this game, I have hope for it because No Man's Sky had a rough launch, but they've put a lot more effort into that game to turn it into something that can stand on its own now. I think they've learned their lesson from that, and if not, they'll learn their lesson eventually. So I won't be buying this game on release if I buy it, but it will be good eventually, I'm almost certain. Black Myth Wukong seemed interesting just because playing a Sun Wukong sounds fun. And there was this game called Harmonium the Musical, which is a sign language based musical adventure. It sounds super cool for like accessibility. It's not a game for me at all. It seems more like geared towards children especially, but I'm super excited that the game exists. But there was even more than just announcements and awards. There were a few little random things sprinkled in, like there was the melody for the game of the year, and it was something. It was good. It was fine. The Resident Evil song just didn't sound much like a Resident Evil song to me. I can't play it because I don't want to be struck by the Game Awards at all, but I'll be honest, it didn't make me think Resident Evil at all, but Resident Evil doesn't have any iconic songs, so that's fair, I guess. Resident Evil 4 didn't win anything anyway, so what does it matter? Gonzo showed up, and that was certainly something. And how could I ever forget Flute Guy? Flute Guy stole the show. It was incredible. But they were supposed to be quick thoughts. They ended up being fairly long thoughts on the Game Awards. So yeah, with that next, let's start talking about my videos that I released this year and what my thoughts are on those. Overall, I think this is where this video is going to start becoming short, actually. I don't have that many thoughts on my videos, actually. I'm proud of what I made with them, and I don't know that I wouldn't change anything, but I'm glad that they came out the way they are. It's helped me learn about how to make these videos, and let's do it this way. Let's start with the Biting Into series, where I did my first ever video biting into Arkham Asylum. And I think it was the perfect game to start with. It was the first game I ever streamed. I really love that series. I really love Batman as a whole. It just set the tone pretty well. I'm happy with it. I think it's not perfect. I don't think any of my videos are perfect yet. I don't think they ever will be, but I don't think they're particularly close to perfect yet either. I'm still learning a lot about this process, and I hope to keep learning. But overall, I like the general format I set up with that. That one was especially meant to be like trying to set up the general format for stuff. Portal followed it pretty well. It shortened it a bit. I kind of like it being shorter, a lot easier to digest, especially with me attempting to grow. Shorter seems to be better. It didn't get as many views, but I think that's probably largely because the way I was like giving it out to people. It was basically just within my own small circle with a little bit of outlets, but not a ton. Then I want to make more, for sure. I just need to think of what games to make them for. And I want to think about whether I want to branch them outside to more than just games. Like if I want to start biting into movies, books, like amusement parks, I don't know, anything that catches my attention. I think that could help me like get the drive to make more. But I don't know if I want to branch out that much and really like move out of the gaming space, because that's kind of where I've been this year, and I kind of want to stay there. The other video that I planned on making another one of these, I had to cancel it or cut it because it was way too long, and I just couldn't bring myself to edit it, is the tier lists. They're a lot more casual than the Biting Into series, and that's pretty clear from the get-go. Biting Into is the most scripted. These discussions are somewhere in between where I plan out my thoughts, and there's no script, no pre-written stuff. It's just off the cuff, go, what do you think? And I bring in my friends, and we talk about stuff. I want to do more of those. I want to make them shorter, I think, so that it's less editing required, so I can like get them out nice and quick. I might just set them all up like I did in that video, where that one was very low edit because I set it up in OBS to just monitor everyone. I might do that and stick to that and make the editing somewhat minimal, but we'll see. I also want to make them like not an hour long like the one I was editing and had to cut because, again, too long. Like 37 minutes was this one, and it was still fairly long, but it wasn't insane. So I want to do more of that, and I kind of want to refine that a bit better. But speaking of insanely long, I don't know if I'm going to do more gameplay on this channel. I think that's what the VODs channel is for. I did that one Minecraft thing as like a test, and because I was recording for other reasons, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to record getting my items back so that I don't have to stream it, and blah blah blah. But it performed especially poorly, which like again, performing well and poorly doesn't matter that much to me, and it doesn't mean that much when it's the difference between like 14 views and 26 views. It's like that's 12 people. It's not a ton, but like I'm at low views in general right now. So it is what it is. I also feel like it just doesn't fit. It's an hour and a half long video compared to other videos that are at longest 30 minutes, and then it's an hour and a half. No. Gameplay is going to stay on the VODs channel, I think, from now on. And the game of the year, I really enjoyed making that video a lot, actually. It was, I think, the most work I put into editing these, and I think it paid off. It paid off with the views, and it paid off with the feedback I've gotten. I really liked bringing in my friends to help me with it as well. It was just a generally fun experience to make, and I kind of want to do that yearly. And same with this video, which is like a wrap-up. It's going to be very casual, very speaking pace. I want to make these yearly as well. And that's just my general thoughts on the videos I produced this year. On the VODs channel, I like the games I streamed. I still need to figure out what I want to do with streaming there. Streaming on Twitch, by the way, and then posting the VODs on the VODs channel, linked in my channels page. If you ever want to see more of me, ton of content over there. So much content over there. And yeah, that's my thoughts on my videos as of this year. But I also want to talk a little bit about my plans for the future, moving forward. Now, I don't have too many future plans. All I can really say is I want to be somewhat more consistent. I don't want to take months off of making videos completely unannounced, but I can't promise that I'll be able to make like a video every week, a video every 2 weeks. Hell, I won't be able to promise a video every month. Like I can strive for that as the goal, but I can't make any promises. My schedule is still like I'm still new with this job I've gotten. I don't know my entire schedule. I don't know how like much energy I'll have at the end of the day. So far it's proven to be not a lot, as my stream time has gone down as well. I don't want to abandon this completely like I did for half of the year. I don't want to do that again. I think I'll definitely be doing a lot more biting intos and tier lists. Maybe trying some new things out. I've had some ideas. I don't know. I haven't developed them much. Kind of like a debate series where like I get someone who has this opinion and I have this opinion, and we go through like a bracket where we compare the opinions. But then if like I win both debates or they win both debates and they meet in the bracket, that doesn't work. So it's like, okay, what if I get a person for each role in the bracket? But then there's a good chance I'm not going to be in a majority of the videos, and I'm like, that doesn't feel right for my channel. So I need to do some workshopping there. If anyone has any ideas, let me know. Or any ideas for just other content in general, let me know. I'm open to trying a ton of things, but you can probably expect more biting into more tier lists, or me to get super busy and not post anything is also realistically an option. But that's my general thoughts on the future, and I just thank you guys so much. Like, I also started streaming this year in January. I got affiliate in April, which was insanely quickly. Thank you so much, everybody. It's actually insane to think about. This has been a great year for me in terms of streaming and video making. I've enjoyed it so much, and I hope that I can improve upon this next year. I'm planning something in the very early stages for my affiliate anniversary. It's too soon to my like starting streaming anniversary to do anything, so I can't do anything about that, but I'm excited for it. I hope that people enjoy it. If not, it is what it is. I started this because I wanted to have something to do. I wanted somewhere to put a lot of my creative energies. I wanted to be able to quickly like brighten up people's days, cheer them up, like give people an outlet or a distraction to like forget about the hardships they're going through right now, even if only for a few hours or like a half an hour. If you're looking at my video side, to just brighten someone's day even a little bit, make them smile. Maybe not even a smile, just a slight like chuckle, like a little chortle in the back of your throat, just like a little sound that you enjoyed something I said a little bit. It means the world to me, every little bit. I hope that I can grow to continue and like improve in my abilities and make that more consistent, but we'll see. Anyways, with that, have a happy holidays, everyone, and stay safe out there. I hope I can convince you guys to come back. Thank you all so much. I don't know how to end this, so I guess I'll just see you in the new year. Bye.